Blood, Blood by George Henry Boker, 1823 to 1890. Blood, blood, the lines of every printed sheet through their dark arteries reek with running gore. At hearth, at board, before the household door, is the sole subject with which neighbours meet. Girls at the feast and children in the street prattle of horrors, flash their little store of simple jests against the cannon's roar, as if mere slaughter kept existence sweet. O heaven, I quail at the familiar way this fool, the world, disports his jingling cap, murdering or dying with one grin agap. Our very love comes draggled from the fray, smiling at victory, scowling at mishap, with glory death companioned and at play. So this is a poem by George Henry Boker. He came from Philadelphia. He belonged to a very wealthy family. His father was a banker, and he was a poet and a diplomat. And he's writing about the horrors of the American Civil War and the results of these horrors, and he's telling people to hold on to love, not to give up love, even though there is death and blood everywhere. And yes, he is praising people who manage to keep their humanity in the middle of this horrible war, and this war is in their home, and everybody has lost people in this war, and that that love has survived or will survive the war, but love and death are the two things that have come through this war, and that America will never be the same again. Blood, blood, the lines of every printed sheet through their dark arteries reek with running gore. So blood, every printed sheet, every newspaper, every letter, everything is stinking, is reeking of running gore. There's blood everywhere. The talk of blood, of the slaughter, is in every letter, is in everything that is written, everything that is printed. At hearth, so at home, at board, on the newspaper boards, before the household door. 'Tis the sole subject with which neighbours meet. This is the only subject that people talk about. This is the only thing that people are talking about, the blood, the suffering, the death of this war. Girls at the feast and children in the street prattle of horrors. So when there's a party, the girls are talking about the horrors. They prattle about the horrors. Children in the street prattle, to talk nonsense about the horrors of war. Flash their little store of simple jests against the cannon's roar, and they tell jokes. But the problem is they're telling jokes, but this cannot remove the roar of the cannon. This cannot hide what is happening, cannot hide the battle. As if mere slaughter kept existence sweet. So, as if the fact that people were dying everywhere, if people were dying everywhere, then it made being alive sweeter. It made being alive better because people are dying everywhere, but I'm still alive, and it has more value. O heaven, I quail at the familiar way this fool the world disports his jingling cap, murdering or dying with one grin, agap. So the world is a fool. The world, or the fools of this world, they are showing their jingling cap. This is the cap of the jester with the bell at the top, and the fact that people can murder, people can die with a great big smile on their faces, that shows that the world has gone mad, that the world is a jester, and I am quailing, I'm trembling at the easy way this foolish world can murder or die while smiling. So this is the court jester. Our very love comes draggled from the fray. Love itself comes from the battle, but it's draggled, it's badly treated, it's dirty, it's covered in mud. It comes draggled from the fight, smiling at victory. So love is happy about victory, and scowling, angry look at mishap. With glory, death companioned and at play. And the companion of this love, of the love that it still exists, this has become the companion of death. So the two things that have survived this war are the personification of love and the personification of death, and these are companions at play. They play together, that they are the two things that have have survived the war, and both love and death are the result of, are the things that are still alive after this massive destruction. So Blood by George Henry Boker.